Now, Chicago is playing the Owensboro Colts. Chicago Bears, the Owensboro Colts. We're going to pick the Owensboro Colts to win this one in a squeaker because I believe the coach over there is fired up and really not too happy about last week. It's going to be a close one. There's a lot of fervor in this one. We'll move on to the Ashland Steelers and the Frankfort Wildcats. Now, this could be one of the games of the week. Frankfort has momentum, and the coach at Ashland Steelers was stung last week, and he's really coming out with both fists a-swinging. However, we're going to pick the Frankfort Wildcats in a close one. Move on to Murray versus St. Louis. Now, boys, if you want to take a nap, this would be the time to do it. I believe I'll sleep through this one. They may have another family reunion down there. I don't know who to pick in that one. You make your choice. Now we're going to go to Paducah versus Richmond. This should be a pretty good ball game. The new coach is coming into Paducah this week, getting himself planted, and Coach Acree did a decent job last week, went down and defeated in a close one. But I think the Richmond team is going to come through this week. I pick Richmond over Paducah. I would like to welcome Coach Rob Vetter to the Paducah staff, and I know he's going to give it all it's worth. Folks, everybody's going to be turning their attention to the Louisville West Somerset game. What a ball game this should be. There should be throngs of people in the stands. Louisville West trounced over their victim last week. Somerset flew by the team they were playing and never looked back. This is a tough one to pick, but I'll tell you what, this coach Ed Johnson is a tough cookie, and he's up against it with Mark Helmetaler and the gang, but I'm going to pick Coach Ed Miller's Somerset team in a very close one. Now we'll move on to the last game, and that would be Louisville East Titans versus the Covington Bengals. Now, I'm going to pick this as the upset special of the week. Yes, you heard it from me. I have no inside information, but I picked the Louisville East Titans to upset the Covington Bengals. Sports fans, each week we're going to pick a player of the week out of each conference. And last week in the AFC West, we will pick the player coach from the Freeport Packers, Larry Marsh. What a great job, Larry. Congratulations on being the coach and the player of the week. And you will be rewarded by a free lunch from your VP. And then we move over to the NFC East, and the person and the player, of which there were many, but we've got to take our hats off to Sanford Bice, the running back for the Somerset Bucks. And Sanford, I guess you're going to have lunch from your sales manager. Folks, the commissioner's about ready to sign off for this week. I'd like to leave you with a few thoughts. There weren't too many weekend heroes last week. We're looking for a better effort on the weekend, and where are those 2 plays and 3 plays? Make a lot of money out there in the field making that second effort. And, Coach, get your team going. That second effort can win ball games. Well, we're going to be sports fans. I'd like to leave you with a little story as we end our broadcast for this week. One of the coaches that lost last week called the winning coach at Somerset, Coach Ed Johnson, and asked Coach Ed Johnson how he scored so many points. And Coach Johnson told him, he says, well, on Monday morning I looked in the dictionary and I turned to the page that had a word on there that started with a W. Well, in closing, sports fans, let's hope all the teams play hard this week. May they have the Lord's blessing so no one gets hurt. We don't need anybody on the injured reserve list. And everybody be safe. And let's pray that everybody plays as hard as they can. We're going to leave you with a little song that's dedicated to the non-winners of this first week.